Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Rewind That. It's the girl Miss K. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe if you like the vibe and hit that notification bell so you know when we go live. So today we're going to be going over or rewatching season 2 of The Wire, episode number 1, and it's called Epizoda 1 or Epizoda 1. I don't know how you say it, but that's what it's called. Got my girl Moochie here with me. How's it
Hi,
going?
everybody.
What's going on, girl?
What's up? This is the season with the doc, so let's get
Yeah,
into
I'm
it.
like, what is going on at the docks? So, you know, it was interesting. I was looking at it like, what's going on here? But that always happens to me when I'm watching something kind of for the first time, and especially we were introduced to new folks. So, hey, Karen Jones, how you doing, babes?
Hey, Karen.
So we're
Yeah.
gonna start off, and we see Mr. Jimmy McNulty at the docks. Yo, this thing is like trying to fall on me, girl.
Oh man.
It's okay. Nobody can tell. Hey, Kiran. How you doing, Kiran? So, yeah, we see Jimmy and he's at the docks, guys. I mean, he's totally bored with his job. You know what I'm saying? He is not feeling this. This is not what this man does. They over here gotta help like bring a boat away from some type of location or something like that. It's just it's terrible. This is definitely what he hates. This is not where he wanted to be, and it's not looking great for him. What do you want to say about that, Muchi?
He hates the cold.
Mm-hmm.
His partner is like winter is almost over. We're not pretty soon. We're not gonna be in this cold, so it's not that bad. You're making it worse than
Right.
what it really is.
Right. He was like, loosen up. So, hey, Art Love. So, he's just like, this is just not his thing. He's not here for it. And we're gonna talk a little more about him later, because we cannot have the Wire without McNulty doing the McNulty thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just can't have it. All right. So now we have Prez, and he's talking to his father-in-law, Major Valchek, and he's saying that he wants to be moved to narcotics. He was basically really giving a lot of props to the whole thing that was going on with Freeman and McDaniels, just that whole team. He said they really had something until the case was pulled or taken away from them. And his father-in-law is like, listen, you're gonna take the sergeant's exam, and then you're gonna come to the southeast and be assigned to a daytime shift in a quiet section. Then after that, you're gonna take the lieutenant test. And Prez is like, I don't want to rank. Like, he really, the thing with Prez is that he's starting to love the job now. And before you know what I'm saying, when he shot up the inside of his car, he was trying to explain that he just didn't really like what he was doing. So did you want to add anything onto that?
He spoke with so much excitement of the last case,
Mm-hmm.
and that he really was starting to enjoy his job, enjoy what he's doing, and he wants him to go up the ladder and become a sergeant and fall in line and follow him. He wants to have his career sort of like mirroring his father-in-law. Wants Prez career to be like that, but he doesn't want it. He's explaining like the good police work and the good cases, where it was leading,
Mm-hmm.
and things
And,
of that nature.
and I think the part with him, his father-in-law, is that he knows that those are all the safest ways, like just climb up the chain. You don't really have to do no street work or nothing like that. So that's what I think he's also doing as well. And that comes with the territory when you have a hookup, right?
Yeah.
He always going to bat for him. So, oh yes, the quote of the episode is "Ain't never gonna be what it was," and that's by Little Big Roy. And to be honest, guys, I didn't catch it. Normally, I catch it, in the episode, and I didn't catch the
Mm-hmm.
person saying it. So is what it is. Now we have my man Bunk, and he's coming down to the docks to see McNulty because, you know, the trial is about a few weeks or so away,
Yeah.
and he start getting all the evidence together. So he needs to gather all the witnesses, and he comes down to the docks and he's asking McNulty. He's like, "Where is Omar? Do you have a contact on Omar?" And you know, you want to say anything about that, or you're on mute?
With this whole thing, not only do they have to get what evidence they had,
Mm-hmm.
they have to get the witnesses. The lady, they already got her. She's where she could be found. They gotta find Omar.
Mm-hmm.
And last thing we saw with Omar, he went to New York.
Yep, went to New York, and so him and McNulty go off together. Hey, we see young boy, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a while. He said, "What's up, Mooch? What's up, Miss Mooch and Kayla?" He switched our names around. That was cute. So now we have some new characters, guys. This is Frank Sabachka, something like that.
Sabachka.
And this is his nephew Nick. And he's the chief down at the docks. That's his son, who is a hot freaking mess. Ziggy. And his name is Ziggy. All right, so we see that Ziggy was doing something. He don't know what the heck he's doing. He don't know how to pick. He don't know where the freak he was picking from. Nothing at all. All right, so it's just crazy. All right, young boy. So next we have also what I wanted to say about these guys real quick is that you can see something's going on with them that's not legal. It doesn't, at this point, clearly you don't know what it is.
Right.
But yeah, you can tell there's something going on that they're doing not legal. I feel like even at this point, when the episode went on, it still wasn't that clear, but we still know that it was something. All right. So now we also find out that, see, in this episode, we're finding out where everybody got moved to. Like, they split this group up.
Yeah.
All right. The freaking Avengers, whatever the heck you want to call them, they split them the heck up. They're not. You got this guy, McDaniels, down in evidence. And we're going to get to Keema later. I'm not sure. I don't know where Prez is, though. I don't think they didn't say where he was. He was just there in the office. So if you don't know, it didn't say it yet. So then we'll just
wait. Right now, it seemed like he's just with his father-in-law.
With his father-in-law, yeah. So so he's down here, and when Bunk comes down, he's saying that he needs to gather evidence. The guy comes back, and the evidence is gone. Did you want to add anything? If you know something,
They're to the point where they have to look for this evidence,
mm-hmm.
and it's going to take them a while to find it. And Bunk seems surprised to see Daniels down here. Like, it's like they buried him.
Hey, HEA. Yep. It's sad what they did. Young boy said that he's gonna fall back on season 2, but he's still gonna watch the recaps. Thank you, young boy.
Cool. Thank you.
Maybe we'll make it interesting enough for you to wanna, who knows. But yeah, they was freaking, him and that old man was going through all the evidence, and the old man was like, "So this means we're gonna have overtime, right?" First, there was questions that he was asking, and McDaniels was like, "Yeah," and then when he said, "Does that mean overtime?" McDaniels turned around like, so that clearly is a no. To me, that's what that means. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what you think about that, but it just seems like, are you kidding me? We ain't get no freaking overtime. They used to be complaining like OT don't come that easy.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what we have next. Okay, so now we see Keema, and she is paper pushing, guys. All right. Mm-hmm. This woman is behind the desk now because she done made her woman a promise. She's off the streets. She is the forfeiture unit for narcotics. That's where she's on, and she writes up all the affidavits and the filing for the city solicitor or whatever. So this dude freaking Hurt comes in there complaining, And first of all, he's complaining about white drug dealers, and then talks about how much he respects the black drug dealers because they actually have codes. The white boys, they don't got no code, they don't got no man to give you nothing. They just straight up saying, "Here, I got the drugs, you got the money." Like, so she's like, "What the heck do you want?" You know, and he's just saying, "Look, I need you to do a seizure or whatever." So she's like, "What do you have for me?" So basically, the whole point of this scene is like, she's trying to let him know that there's actual work that you have to do. I can't stand how lazy he is. You know what I mean? Like, he literally doesn't do anything.
He want everybody to do his paperwork.
Yeah. And so she's like, you got to give me stuff. You got to come to the table and let me know what it is that we're supposed to be getting from the seizure or something like that. And, you know, she's like, I do all this stuff, but you are supposed to supply me with, you know, whatever on, you know, on your end. And he's like, that sounds like a pain, you know, whatever he said, like a hassle or something, right? Yeah. And she said, you're gonna have to do stuff yourself. You can't rely on me and Carver anymore. But he was still trying to get her to come out.
He was trying to get her to come out and bang on some doors and get into action. She's like, she gonna stay a house cat.
Yep. And then he was saying that if you was a man, we would be saying that you was, you know, poo-poo whipped.
But she did say that poo-poo. Say she was technically.
And then later on, I don't have the picture for that, but later on we find out when she gets home that her and her lady are trying to have a baby. So yeah, it's $1,000 every time they go to the doctor. Could you imagine? Who got that kind of money? I guess they do, crazy. Huh? The woman, her girl must make a good amount of money. So that's that. So next we have, let me just make sure I get all of this stuff together first with all that who came in. All right, so guys, Bodhi has left Baltimore for the first time ever, to the point where the dude does not even understand when the radio stations change. It was like, dang, this is the guy that was driving was like, are you kidding me? You got to be joking me, right? You got to be joking. So look, they go to Philly, and they get into this garage. You see the red car. They take the red car. I noticed that he was tracking mileage, right? And so he writes down the mileage and everything. But I also noticed that there's these two guys that are watching them. At first, I'm like, who are they? Cops? Are these new cops? Like, what's going on here? So then they get to like this garage area, and him and the other dudes are tearing up the car. I'm talking, look at like tore the
breaking
car
it down,
up
looking for everything
because they're looking for something that is gone now. And so now they're very scared. They don't want to call Stringer, but they have to. They're afraid that he's not going to believe the story or whatever's going on. And so when they like, yo, so Bodhi is like, what happened? You know, what did he say? And the other dude is like, just, you know what the other dude's name is that was driving?
Oh, Shamrock?
Okay, I don't know. I don't know his name at all.
The dark-skinned dude? That's
weird. Yeah, that was driving, yeah.
Well,
Shamrock was saying, look, he said come back. And Bodhi was very concerned because Bodhi knows how Stringer gets down, all right? So he's like, that's all he said. He didn't say,
he said all of us to come back.
Yeah. And so, all of them were scared. Like they was in the back of the van. The two dudes that was in the back of the van, it was a quiet ride, They were freaking scared. Did you want to say anything about that?
He was scared. He was kicking stuff.
Yeah. Throwing things.
He was like, well, I never left the car, so I don't know how it's not here.
Mm-hmm.
And he questioned all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to?
You talking about String?
Yeah, I'll stop.
Yeah, by the time, see, look,
that part right there. When you could. Yo, they look like they have bubble guts.
Yo, he in there with the daggone corpse. Like, what is happening?
I hope I don't be in that box like that.
Yes. So you see, String is over here like talking to is how they holding up, and I'm like, oh my, no, is he freaking tricking these guys? And
yeah,
so,
he got to because look.
And so look at these two. These two right here is like, oh my god, look, they so freaking stiff. They got the flowers around around them.
They sitting like dead bodies.
Funeral wreaths. I'm like, this is crazy. He got them bugging out. So yeah, this is the scene where the guy is asking him. He over here sipping on his tea, just like me. I'm about to sip on my tea too. And you see, this is a scene right here with his. He looks so innocent to me. I've never seen him look so
That's
innocent.
the first time I've seen him look innocent too.
Yeah, and you know, so this is probably, it could possibly be purposely done, because I know that I don't know how many people liked him in the first season, but I know I was one that didn't care for him that much in the first season, and I was reading somewhere that his character arc really did turn, where a lot of people started to like him.
Yeah.
So this could have been purposely, you know, maybe the do-rag is off, you see hair, it's just something different about his appearance that's making him look so freaking innocent.
He got like a D'Angelo vibe.
Look, Art Love said because he had hair. Okay, maybe that's why. I just said the same thing.
Sweater, like how D'Angelo, he wasn't dressing like that before.
Right. See, I didn't catch that either.
Yeah.
So, so you know, he over here telling him, look at his face. He like, you got something explaining? Do you got any answers? And he's like, did you hurt your foot when you was kicking in that tire? Like, what? And he was like, wait a minute, y'all was following us the whole time, you know? So I totally understand. And, you know, why he had to do this. He has to kind of develop a whole new crew. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't went away. So String has to play it like this. I think it's smart. He kind of already has an idea of Bodhi, and that he is, you know, 10 toes down or whatever, but he still got to see for himself when it comes to going out of town or whatever, if he's good with packages, whatever he was trying, you know, the whole test. Exactly. So I thought that was smart. And I think also this showed him that he was pretty much, what was what's his name here? Bodhi. At the end of the episode, kind of, he was realizing that, look, if we low, you know what I'm saying? If Stringer that means Stringer want us to be low. He got everything under control. He knows everything. So it kind of just showed him, you know, what everything was all about, what String was all about, and all of that. So Stephen Haskins says, how are you ladies doing? Thanks for the nostalgia. I'm going to rewatch for the 100th time. Damn. Hey, Stephen, thank you so much for joining us. Did you want to say anything else before we move on from this youngin?
We could go to the next topic.
Okay. So we got Mr. I felt like this was important because
it is.
This guy here, Valchek, he comes through, and we saw in the beginning of the episode, he's playing with these little glass, you know, pieces and everything, the stained glass, and he wants to come donate it. Yeah, he wants to come donate it to the church. But Frank has beat him to it already. And he's like, I can top it. How much did they pay? If it was over $4,000, let me know. So it was over $4,000. And he's like, how the heck are them at the docks pulling $4,000? So I was like, time for an investigation. But see, the way I'm looking at him, I'm just looking at him like, are you the investigating type? You know what I'm saying? Because they was always the ones that seemed like they was trying to push everything aside, you know. So, but listen, this is with this situation, this is personal kind of, so I could see him kind of trying to move in, but I don't know. Don't say
I'm not. He seems like he's gonna be he's really upset that he got beat to the punch by dock workers, by some other Polacks that are dock workers. So he considers them kind of beneath him.
Exactly. Steven says, I've been slacking. I'm only on my 79th rewatch of Game of Thrones. Listen, trust. Look, I'm the same. I was just watching it today. Don't ever feel
bad.
Because, honey, I be watching Game of Thrones all the freaking time, especially around when the springtime comes. That's when I do my rewatches. All right. So, yeah, this was pretty cool. And then we have my guy, Avon, and this is when Stringer goes to visit him. So I do have a quote that Avon said to string. And he says they got our money and we ain't got the product. So he's basically asking us, has he heard from Roberto? And, does Billy still got the money and all of this? So you want to go ahead and take the floor with this one?
Yeah, they basically they connect that they had. I'm trying not to go too far. The connect that they have has their money, and they've got to reach out to them to find out what's going on because they still haven't received the product.
And also,
they're holding on to the tower still, but it's like they just got scraps right now, so it's really not good. They're struggling right now.
And he was asking him, like, who do you have? Like, and he said somebody named what? He said Tuck and Country or something like that. And like one of the dudes just came out, and he came out, hit the ground running, like you like to say, hit the ground running. He like, I don't care. He wasn't even off parole yet, and he's like, I'm ready. Like, let's go. So. Karen Jones and I'm only on my 0 watch of Game of Thrones. So, let's see where else we gotta go. Let me move this. Oh, I also like when he was asking him, like, how you doing in here, by the way? And he's like, it is what it is. Basically, is you only do 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the first day, come in, and when you go in, and the day you go get out.
Yep. So I almost made that a quote, but it was cursing, so I didn't do it. Anywho, so now this right here, guys, and don't listen, just let me do this. Let me think. Now, I don't see that this was a good idea. All right, this is Nick bringing his cousin Ziggy to meet the Greek. Okay, now this is where we also find out that they're into some illegal business. When he sits down and talks to, when Nick sits down and talks with the Greek, I gotta get his name soon enough, but when he sits down and talks to him,
that's
he slides over.
That's not the Greek who he's talking to now.
Well, he calls him the Greek, and he said, I am Greek, but that's that. So I don't know his name, but so when he sits down, he says, he slides him a piece of paper and he's like, it's the same rate or whatever. So now we have a job going on. They're getting paid for side jobs. I still don't know what it is, but obviously it's not good. So this kid right here, I don't see stuff going well for this guy. He just seems like he's into too much. He's a dope, all of that type of stuff. Did you want to add anything on to this?
Ziggy is an all-around slacker. His father basically, he's the scene that you showed earlier. He was messed up. He messed up when he lost the can, and the guy was waiting there since 6 o'clock to try to get this can so he could get it out of the port. Sabaka act like he fired him, but then they was like, he ain't gonna fire him. That's his son,
right?
But so it's just he's how can I say it? He's just a mess up. He's a slacker, a mess up, and he wants to be part of stuff. Only reason why
exactly our love. I ain't saying nothing though.
He was able to come to this meet for the simple fact is because his car wasn't working. So if his car wasn't working, so he was like, look, you might as well let me take you. You going to see the Greek? And he was like, look, when we get there, don't say anything.
And he was just talking up a storm.
He starts talking where he's like, look, shut the F up.
Yeah.
Go sit over there.
Making him a little nervous, like you're doing the most.
Damn.
Yeah, I heard the name Sergey, but I think that's the dude that they kept calling Boris.
Yeah.
But he said his name is not his name. That was a Moochie, right? I didn't want to say nothing because I was trying to get off of Moochie today, but
no,
I figured
I just said
because I didn't know that he wasn't the Greek. I'm talking about that guy. I didn't know that wasn't him. I thought he was the Greek. to the right,
Okay.
and you said that he wasn't. So
Well, he
I'd
did
like to
say I
learn. I'd
wasn't.
like to
He
learn.
did say I
I'd like
wasn't
to learn
Greek.
along the way,
He
like
said, he
everybody
said
else
I'm
was
not.
able to.
He said I'm not Greek.
He said, "I am Greek." He
No, he
didn't say
said I'm
he's
not
the.
Greek.
He said, "I am Greek though," but he's not the Greek. I guess something like that. Anyway, so this guy McNulty, he finds a body in the river, and of course, you know how he is. He's like, he, listen. To me, he's a good detective. All right, he knows how to, you know, do investigation. So he's really looking over the body while it's on the ground. You know, he found out that there was struggle bruises on her fingers or something, or her hands or whatever. So the other guy, who's pretty lazy, obviously, that's over there, that was sitting with Jay, he pretty much to the right, he didn't even see the bruises that showed that it was a struggle. So it was a homicide. She wasn't, they thought she was a jumper, but they saw that she had had some type of blunt trauma to the back of her head. And so they see that that is not the case. But the guy on the right, he didn't bother to look for any other clues for anything, because he's just like, oh, I thought she was a jumper. He's just sounding really stupid. So Jay tells McNulty that they pushed this over to the east side or something like that, like another jurisdiction or whatever of the Baltimore police. And so they're not even handling the case. So you know what happens when McNulty finds out. Go ahead, Moochie. You're muted.
They pushed it over to state police. So
okay, state police.
And,
go ahead.
And as far as you see, I forgot the heavy set dude's name.
Jay,
he was teasing McNulty because he's happy that he's on the boat. So he must have told the boss where he didn't want to go. So yeah, that's how he got to being on the boat.
To the docks.
Yeah.
Don't know why he told him that. Well, I guess he must have thought he was helping. Did he?
No.
But the thing is, McNulty, when he finds this out, he goes digging and he starts doing this, tracing this map and everything to just double check that where she fell was on their side and all of that stuff. So it gets kicked right the heck back over to them, and they got to deal with the case. So they was like, oh my gosh, this freaking McNulty. Yup, good. Anyway, you could go ahead and explain this scene, because this is when Stringer gets to, I believe he went to New York, because that's where Avon told him to go. And he looks like he's meeting with this other, like a new counselor, right? A new lawyer, somebody that's representing him, because he did talk about confidentiality and stuff like that. Let me do the super chat first. Hey, Eric, how are you? Thank you so much. Evening, ladies. Got to go right back to work, but had to come in and support real quick. And Moochie, Miss K, behave yourselves. We will. Thank you so much. You've been working hard lately.
I know.
Be careful. Talk to you later. Go ahead, Moochie. Why is Art Love saying no?
No, because that's not a lawyer he's talking to. That's one of the connect. That's one of the connects people.
Well, he said something about client, didn't he? So
yeah, the connect refuses to talk to Stringer Bell now.
Yeah, because
they feel like they hot right now, so they don't want to really associate with them.
And he said, and I think he said something about he feels like it was Art Love said that's the lawyer for the guy who had, right. That's what I thought, he was a lawyer, but he also said that. I didn't hear that, but he said to Stringer, that he said something to the effect that now that he's working with him, it's about confidentiality or something. It was something to that effect. So that basically Stringer also has that benefit with working with him. That's what I gathered from that. But he made it seem like they don't want to work. Roberto doesn't want to work with him also because of the time that Avon got. Like, he feels like there was some cooperation going on.
Exactly.
And so, Stringer's not too happy at all. And he's just kind of looking at him like, he looked like he want to really wring his freaking neck is what he looks like to me. Hey, Samara, what's happening, girl? Let me put up.
Damn.
Yeah. Ew. So now we had the package, not the package. Oh my gosh, I'm so used to saying package. We got the shipment delivered, guys, and there's this freaking porter. What is it? Like transportation police or whoever she is, that lady that be on the docks patrolling the docks. Like she was teasing Frank earlier, talking about some. What are you stealing today, huh? And he was like some TV, some this, some that, whatever. So, so now he's looking outside, and Boris has dropped off the shipment, but he's just standing around, not doing anything. And he's like, can you get I think he called Nick, Frank, and he's like, the shipment is still here. Now we're hot, we're at risk, and the seal is broken. So this is not a good look. Did you want to say anything about that?
He was saying he gotta get this out of here because now the seal is broken.
Mm-hmm.
You got her coming back and forth, the cop.
Right.
You making and you just standing around just looking. Take this thing and get out of here. Mm-hmm. That's basically what he said.
And instead, the dude drives the heck off. Boris gets a call, and he's like, okay, and he drives off. And Frank is like, hey, what is going on? And guys, I hate being this confused because you guys know everything that's going on. It made me so nervous because I was like, spoilers. I was afraid because I'm like, I don't know nothing. I don't know, what the heck is going to go on. But hey, Savannah, and thank you for the super sticker. Love you. I love how she said, I love when she says shallow. Shallow. So now she pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie, she pissed me off. I don't see why she had to go into it. If the seal is broken and this is supposed to be what, customs, or did it go through, it hadn't gone through customs yet or something like that?
No, that's before.
But my thing is, why are you going into it? The seal's broken. So is that your job to go into something that got a broken seal?
I think she probably had to make sure that nothing was like what she probably wanted to know what was in there, or make sure anything was stolen. I don't know if stuff written on the outside. So
yeah, and how would she? That's what I'm saying. How would you even know? Unless that's a part of her job description. I don't know. It just irked me. All right, because she opens it up and she walks up in there. She goes to the back, and that's it. Bodies. I really wish I had. I wish I had that clip, man. That would have been perfect, right?
Bodies.
And so I was like, what the heck is this guy up to? What is he into? This is crazy. This looks like some type of thing because there was a lot of different ethnicities in there, and I saw an Asian girl, and I mean, it's terrible. It's sad. But did you want to add anything? Because this is the last before we.
Well, they find they find a whole bunch of dead girls in there with luggage. Mm-hmm. So they came from somewhere,
mm-hmm.
and they're all dead.
I can't wait to see what the heck happened and what this is all about, what they did, all of that stuff. So this, to me, honestly, it wasn't a bad episode. It would make me want to continue to watch. I mean, obviously, I've never seen season 2 before, guys. So I'm willing to watch. I don't see what people are talking about it being boring right now. I know things can, get boring, but for right now, finding bodies like that in a in a shipment, cargo, whatever the heck this is, I would want to watch again. I would want to find out what's going on.
Not for nothing, it doesn't only focus on the docs. We're still going to see our key people that are on the show. So, tune in, guys.
Yeah. And we didn't see Freeman this episode, so we don't know what the heck is going on with him. But I mean, we know what's going on with him because we know that
he went to homicide.
Before the season finale. Before at the end of the season finale of 1, he was going to homicide. So, yep. And that's pretty much that. And we didn't see Carver. So don't know what the heck is going on with him, but I'm pretty sure he will resurface. And that is pretty much that. So I'm ready to see what this business is all about. It's new. Like, it's not just about the drug dealers. Now it's about whatever Frank has going on down at the docks. So I think that's pretty good.
And we're going to see how everything ties in. That's the only I'm going to say.
Okay. I didn't want you to say that, but thank you.
Why?
Because that's so spoiler.
Spoiler.
How everything ties in? How could you not say that?
Everything ties in. Look, everything's gonna connect. You gotta get stuff from somewhere.
All right, girl. Thank you so much, but you got the nerve to be rolling your eyes when you over here spoiling them for me.
No, it's not as bad as you think.
It's not as bad. It's not a terrible spoiler. Last night I got a bad one, guys. Oh my god!
And it wasn't me.
I know I got a bad one. Our love said it wasn't a spoiler. Shoot.
That's not a spoiler. Thanks a lot, love.
When you said you see how everything ties in.
That's not a spoiler. Thanks a lot, love.
It depends on what I'm thinking. I'll let you know if it's a spoiler, our love. I'll come back to you. Trust me, my memory is like freaking elephant when it comes to that.
Write it down for you, girl.
Write it down, yo. Because if I find out that something's going on at that dock that got something to do with string in them, that means that it was a spoiler.
It was not a spoiler.
Yeah, that's a spoiler. That's a spoiler.
Come on,
that's a spoiler. If Stringer got something to do with the docks, that's a spoiler. See how everything connects. So Art Love, you're wrong, bro. What you say, Moochie?
I ain't say nothing. It was gibberish.
All right. So what's tomorrow? Wednesday. Okay. So Hidden Gems is on what? Whose channel this week? You muted, I think. You muted.
Dang, dang, dang. That's what I said.
What? Who's doing Hidden Gems this week?
We starting over, so it's Nita, right?
Nita. Okay, Nita. Yeah, you're always last. So we start over. So it's Nita this week, guys. So make sure you tune in at what, 10? Is it 10?
Yes, it is.
10 o'clock. I don't know what we talking about, guys. So yeah, Art Love said, did we do Hidden Gems last week? No. We do it 3 times a month, Art Love. We always skip the 4th week, the 4th Thursday of the month.
So I don't even think we do this week. We don't come back till next month.
Really?
Yeah.
Who? Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like we didn't do it last week, though.
We didn't. We did 3 weeks.
We're not supposed to skip, though. We're not supposed to have 2 weeks off.
Okay, so then we supposed to do this week then.
Yeah. He said he couldn't find it. It was you couldn't find it, right, because it wasn't there. So it's gonna be on Nita's channel this time, guys. So
Okay, I wrote down 5/24, and you said I did a spoiler.
Go ahead and write it down. Shoot, take a picture. I don't give a.
I wrote down exactly what I said too.
Write it down. Take a picture. I want to put the quote of what's his name?
Huh?
What's his name when he said that to Felicia on Friday?
Write
it down. Take a picture. I don't give a. Go ahead. Take it. Do it. Oh gosh. No spoilers in the chat, please.
Okay.
No spoilers in the chat, please. I had to get out of the chat real quick because I think
you got to get out of the chat.
Yeah, because spoiler. No spoilers, please. I've never seen season 2. Never, ever, ever. ever. So it's not even. So it's not even like, oh, I'll remember that. No, guys, I ain't never seen. Yeah, I ain't never seen it, guys. I forgot that I didn't see it. So please. But what do you have coming up for your channel?
I just did yesterday the first reaction for
We
We
own the
own the
city.
city.
Yep.
I'm
pretty
doing 61st Street. And then I'm doing a little update on what I am going to be talking about starting in June. A little video.
Nice. All right. We got to see Sunday. What are we doing? I have to figure out what we're doing for Sunday, guys. I don't know. It's like ever since we don't have any shows like that, I got to figure out what we doing for Sunday. But I might do something a little different. I might do one of my reality shows. I don't know. I might do marriage boot camp or something and talk about them folks.
Yeah, they a hot mess.
Yeah. Spice it up a little bit. Only because Marriage Boot Camp and Put a Ring on It is one of the 2 reality shows that I used to always cover on my channel. And when they came back this season, I didn't know. And by the time I found out, they were on like episode 5 and stuff. So it's like I was thinking of, either doing a recap once it once the whole the whole season airs. So for right now, I'm still working on Atlanta. I have a paper to do tomorrow, Moochie. So I was thinking that we could have did a live maybe in the afternoon tomorrow, but I don't know because it depends on my schedule tomorrow, like running around wise.
Well, you got to let me know. You'll let me know in the morning.
Yeah. I'll let you know. And if not, maybe we could do it Thursday afternoon.
That's cool.
I think that's safer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's safer. So we're going to do an afternoon live, guys. If you're in the building, that would be so great. But if not, you can be gang, #gang replay. All right, guys. Love you so much. Thanks again for coming through. And HEA said they were filming Power Book 2 near my job. Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, look at young boy. Write it down, take a picture. Exactly. He knows what I'm talking about. Would you like a live at Art Love? A live of what?
He was asking me about 61st Street.
Oh, okay, nice.
So I don't know if I'm going to upload a video or go live. Maybe I'll leave a poll and see what's what. Because I still got the other episodes. The other episodes, I just want to talk about the key moments that had me talking to my TV.
Right. Those are the ones that make you want to go live immediately.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see what y'all talking about because I'm pissed.
No.
All right, guys. Thank you so much once again. Thank you, Art Love and HEA. He said, yep. He said, yep. He wants you to go live. Young boy, thank you so much for coming through and hanging out. I think I said HEA. Karan, thank you. Savannah, Karen Jones, Eric, Iverson, Samara, and I think that's about it. Stephen Haskins. Thank you, guys. Love you all. Be blessed. Have a good night. We'll see you soon. See you Thursday, hopefully.
Later.
Okay. Bye. Ew.